Hello, welcome back to the Artsystems Pro training video series, How to Enter a Basic Invoice. In this video, we will learn how to select a client, choose the inventory pieces that will be sold, and process the client invoice. So let's begin. The basic method to creating an invoice is to first open the Works module, then locating the work you want to sell in the spreadsheet view and double-clicking on it to display the work in the form view. Next, click on the Financials tab to enter the financial information or to review and confirm what has already been entered into the record. On the Financials tab, you have the option of either assigning a payment to the source of the work by entering a value in the Net Value field, or by choosing Net is a percent, which calculates the payment to the source on a percentage basis of the retail or discounted sales price. The next step is to click on the Activity tab, then click on the plus sign at the bottom of the form to reveal the Transaction Shortcut bar, which displays an option for almost every available transaction in the program. For this process, select Invoice. The Add New Transaction window will open, displaying the contact list. Here you select the contact that is purchasing the work and then click the Sold To button. If the contact is not already entered into the database, you can click the plus sign and enter them now. If you are not familiar with the process of adding a new contact, please view our tutorial, Adding a New Contact. Next is entering the Ship To location. If it's the same location as the contact, just click the Ship To button. If not, select the contact shipping address, then click the Ship To button. Also, if you are not planning to ship the work, you can skip this step. Notice on the lower right of this window, there is a button marked Add More Works. Clicking this will open your inventory list and allow you to select additional works and add them to this invoice. Scroll through your inventory list until you locate the works. Check them off in the left column checkbox, then click Finish. Now we need to complete the invoice form, first by entering an optional discount. The program offers two ways to apply a discount. The first is a line item discount, which allows you to enter a discount to individual items listed on the invoice. To apply a line item discount, click the Works Terms Discount checkbox and enter either a percentage of the discount or the value in the corresponding discount fields on the row of the item. This type of discount will calculate only on the individual item listed. Removing the check from the Works Terms Discount will allow the application of a broader general discount calculated on the total value of the invoice. Enter the percentage rate or discount value in the discount fields below the listed items. And the program will apply the amount to each work on the invoice and calculate the sales price accordingly. If you need to apply tax to the invoice, click the Tax Jurisdiction 1 drop-down arrow and select the required tax jurisdiction from the list. For the regions that require multiple tax rates applied, the data file can accommodate 2 tax jurisdictions. When you have completed the form, click the Save button on the toolbar to save your work. There are 4 buttons located above the listed works. Clicking on the Notes button opens a text tablet where you can jot down information regarding the invoice, such as a payment schedule for the client. Please note that the documented information does not display on the printed client invoice. The next button on the form is the Shipment, where we enter the shipping details. To enter the shipper's contact information, Command-click in the Shipper field and select Change Shipper. Your contact list will display enabling you to select the shipper's contact record. Enter the date the works were packed and checked and by whom, clicking on the By drop-down arrows and selecting a staff designation from the list. The entries listed in the drop-down fields are entered by the user from the Edit menu, then selecting related lists from the employees and entering the designation. The Miscellaneous tab is the place to enter charges other than inventory, such as shipping or a frame charge. Begin entering a charge by clicking on a row in the Type column and selecting from the drop-down list of user-defined options, or you can enter a new selection just by typing in the field. Enter a brief description of the charge and then the amount. If the item is taxable, click the checkbox in the Tax column and the appropriate tax will be calculated and applied. Once the miscellaneous charges have been entered, click back on the Works tab to complete the form. The next steps are to enter the Prepared by and Authorized by designations by clicking on the drop-down arrows and making a selection from the user-defined list. In this sample data, we populated the list with initials only. However, you can enter your choice of the appropriate designation. The date fields can also be adjusted for accuracy. When the form is completed, click the Shipped checkbox and adjust the auto-populated date if necessary, then save your work. Now that the invoice form is complete, we can process the printed client invoice, so the first step is to open the form once again in the Transactions module. Once you click the Transaction module heading, you will be prompted to save your work. Click Yes to this prompt. The Transaction module opens and the display will switch to the spreadsheet view, where the invoice will be highlighted. Double-click on the highlighted invoice to view the form. To process the client invoice document, click on the document's drop-down arrow and select Invoice. Pro will automatically open up Microsoft Word, displaying your document and opening the Reports and Documents toolbar. Pro remains open in the background. You can now print your document from Microsoft Word. To return to Artsystems Pro, click the Close Doc button. Microsoft Word will close automatically and Artsystems Pro will remain on your screen displaying the invoice form. Thank you for visiting our Artsystems video series. For more tutorials, please visit our website www.artsystems.com/tutorial.